Welcome guys to a brand new video on AFK Journey. So last time I took a look at the tier list for the marksmen. In today's video we are going to be taking a look at the tier list for the warriors. And as you can see, there isn't that many really good warrior characters. Now there are some that are really good in like certain contents, as you can see with like characters like Scaleta, who is really good for the Cyclops Dream Realm and for PvP as well. But then you see her not being that great for the other ones, but for the rest of the other content she's quite decent in. But like if you take a look at a character like Krueger, he's only really good for Dream Realm. Besides that, nowhere else is he used. So we're going to be taking a look at each individual characters, trying to see why they're placed in certain positions, take a look at the skills as well. So yeah, this is the warriors tier list. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more content on AFK Journey, and let's get right into it. So Baritus. Now I believe I didn't recommend rerolling for him actually, because he's only really good for early story game, and then the rest of it is kind of meh in for PvP. Let's go ahead and take a look at what he exactly does. So he is a S level character, warrior from the warrior class, and belongs to the Mola faction. If you take a look at his skills, does high damage, adjacent within one tower for 4 seconds, taunting. Oh yeah, he's a tank, so taunting surrounding enemies with 2 towers. There are better tanks in the game, honestly guys. I already made a video on that, so go ahead and check it out. But if you take a look at, yeah, so tank surround taunting surrounding enemies within 2 towers for 1.5 seconds and reducing the physical defense. Now this is only going to be really good if you're going against units, if you're using teammates that does physical damage, because reducing the physical defense will allow you to do extra damage if you guys are physical attackers. So yeah, I'm going over to the second skill over here. Has the ability to be immune to first fatal blow he receives. That's actually good. That's why it's good in the early game. He is then immune to all damage, becoming unaffected for 5 seconds. So yeah, this is probably why he's good in early game, because this is very nice and very useful. So his hero focus increases his life drain by 10 during battle, and gains extra 5 life drain during his ultimate. Taking a look at his EX skill, cleaves. So yeah, okay, first of all, actually for a defender character, he doesn't really offer much besides this that makes him really good in early game. Obviously I can see it being early game, but the rest of his skills don't really help too much, especially the ultimate over here. Yeah, this doesn't really help with tanking. Taking a look at skill 1, he taunts but reduces physical defense, but there is another another tank that reduces both magical defense and physical defense, that in my opinion is just better. So yeah, that explains why he isn't really sought after, and he's just pretty average at best. As you can see, pretty average, not bad. And then we have a character like Krillin, who is I believe a rare character, right? A-level character from the warrior class and belongs to the Lightbearer faction. Let's take a look at what he does. So as you can see, he's actually good everywhere except for PvP. So let's take a look at his skills. So sweep spear, yep, dealing 70% damage and immobilizes them. That is actually good. The immobilize is very good. It's like a stun ability. So I see why this is actually very good. If we take a look at so yeah, granting both of them a shield. So yeah, weakest ally granting them a shield. That's very helpful. That's just the closest enemy dealing damage, dealing true damage as well. That's very good. Deals a guaranteed crit hits to the enemies. For every 1% of his crit hits, his crit damage is also increased. That is very useful as well. Increases haste as well. That's nice. When Krillin and his allies within 2 tiles cast their ultimates 3 times in a row, Krillin arms fills nurture power and enhances his spear with Ruler magic, dealing additional true damage equal to. So yeah, true damage is very useful. So I actually do understand why he's actually rated really good. He's one of the best Dream Realm damage dealer, but only once he unlocks his EX weapon. Still, even before that, is used with success in story. Yeah, so yeah, we took a look at his EX skill over here, which is good, which is very useful. Additional true damage, that's really good. And extra damage can, yeah, so that's really good. But the rest of his skills are also pretty useful, especially with the shield over here, the immobilizer over here as well. That is generally very, very useful. So if we take a look at let's go over to the next character, Valen. He is given to you for free, I believe, and is only useful early game in story. So we're not going to take a look at his skills. So far you can tell that Krillin is one of the best characters so far from the warrior section. And then if we take a look at Krueger over here, I like the name Krueger because it reminds me of Eren from Attack on Titan, just saying. Let's take a look at his skill. Knocks down enemy for each stack reduces the target's physical defense by 10%. That is very, very useful. Slashes an enemy, inflicting them with a stack of shatter armor. Launches a powerful attack to the adjacent enemy who are not vulnerable with shatter lower than theirs, dealing 400% damage and inflicting vulnerable. That's useful. For vulnerable enemies, their physical damage taken is increased by 40%, and 40% of the damage taken is transformed into Krueger's. That is good. That's actually really, really good. Increasing range defense, don't really matter that much. When battle starts, it gains a shield that blocks damage equal to 40% of its HP for 15 seconds. If no allies are present within the surrounding one tile, the shield also grants him control immunity. Additional Krueger gains 30 life drain when no allies are detected within surrounding tiles. Enhanced force, his attack is increased by 40% until battle ends when the vulnerable enemy is defeated by vital strike. So that's actually really useful. That's very useful. Krueger is the best physical defense debuffer in the game, who is the cornerstone of most Dream Realm teams. Sadly, outside of Dream Realm, he's not used anywhere else. Early on, a few copies of him will let him do his job, and his debuff is permanent, so you need to only apply it once, and even if he dies, it remains a really useful character. So yeah, over here with the physical defense, that's really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, that's taking a look at him. Who else should we take a look at? Now, Scaleta, I do want to take a look at her because I do like her design. Her design is very, very good, but it only looks like she's good for PvP and one section of the Dream Realm. So actually, let's see what it says. She's a specialist who, at the start of the game, jumps into the air to support her allies with his shield, instead of fighting beside them. After some time, she gets bored and descends onto the battlefield to deal massive amounts of damage. Sadly, a lot of her power is locked behind EX weapon and skill enhancement, so early on her performance is underwhelming. So let's take a look at the EX weapon, or is it the EX skill, sorry. Deals true damage if there are at least 4 surviving non-summoned allies other than herself in the battle. That is very useful. Okay, so she is a character that gets stronger later on, as you can see, when you get a lot more resources to work on her. But yeah, so if you want to go over like the best warrior type characters, it's definitely going to be like Krillin, Scaleta, and Krueger. And then you got Igor, who is useful for a late game story. So, and then also in PvP as well. Igor is one of the most annoying enemies you will face in PvE and PvP. He jumps around the battlefield cheating death while at the same time chipping at your team's HP. While he was nerfed before the game release, he is still a menace on PvP defense team. So that's actually quite good. That's really good. Yep, extends the range of, summons an extra bomb. No, let me see. Blocks fatal blow damage and jumps into another tombstone. That's really good. Yeah, okay. Every time an enemy loses 40%, it summons another tombstone. So his mechanics of summoning tombstones, so he can jump into it basically and survive. So that's good. That's good. So yeah, those are the best warrior type characters in the game. Hopefully you guys like this video. Stay tuned for more content on AFK Journey. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.